Hi, how's it going? So first, let me show you what I've been working on. Oh, I've been making granny squares in the white and the blue so that I can make that kind of like blue Dutch china looking blanket. These are what I made today. They're these like Celtic knot looking. This is like this circle in the middle is like loose, but then I crocheted it into the rest of the granny square. Super duper easy. Like this pattern was so easy. I did adjust it just a tiny little bit. When you go around in this outer border, you do double crochets the first round. I did a triple crochet in that middle stitch because otherwise you did just kind of like the edges they were very like dipped in. They still are a little bit, but hers were like significantly like pulled in the middle of each panel. Like you can see mine is naturally kind of doing that, which like after blocking it won't matter. But I did that triple crochet in the middle and I think that helped significantly. So love these. I'll try to link the YouTube tutorial, but I just found it on YouTube, like Celtic knot looking granny square. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys what I got at the grocery store today because some of it is fun. It makes me excited, so we're going to share. Anyway, we got a trash can for our craft room. We have upgraded, folks. I don't love that it's marble. Like, I wish it was just plain, but it was the only kind they had that was this big and this size that wasn't like $50. Okay, let's see, what else? Okay. I did get myself a lunch. Sub, cola, yum.
I think having a
And here we go. Another one finished.
Oh, hey. Hi. How are you? I'm fine. Today, short update. I have fed my dogs, with an S or Z, depending on how zany you're feeling. I have fed my dogs so many treats today that I feel like y'all would appreciate the amount of dessert my dogs have eaten today. They don't eat like that every day, but they have had pup cups, they have had doggy ice cream, they have had at least one bone each. And yeah, they're great. They're so happy. They're so full. They're so delightfully in love with life. And I took them to the park today to run around because obviously I have fed them so much today. So, anyway, keeping all of that in mind, what else have I done today? Honestly, where has the day gone? I took an everything shower, so Yay me. I re-glued on 2 of my nails because they popped off. Yay me. And I've been working on a few things, and I'll show you. But it's not a lot, so don't get your hopes up. Currently, I'm storing my blue and white granny squares in this bluey bucket. So these are the old ones, which I've already shown y'all. If you don't recognize them, you've missed a video. Or you haven't watched this full video and you skipped ahead to this section. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I haven't even posted my first YouTube video yet, so what is editing? All I know is how to film at this point. And I don't even know how to do that. Please, please, don't come for me. Anyways, the first granny squares that I made one last night and then the second one this morning because I've been doing blue and white. And I realize the china that I'm supposed to be emulating in this blanket has like a lot of fine detailing, so I probably should be mixing the blue and white a lot more in each granny square. Like this one, for instance. This is a good example. That's the only example I have, to be honest, because here are the ones I did. They're called like bubble granny squares. Do you see the bubbling? It's not as predominant, noticeable because I'm using such a big hook. So there's a lot of holes. But I thought it was cute. I thought it looked nice, to be honest. I'll have the video that I followed linked. I cite my sources, okay? So these are the first ones I made. It's called like a bubble stitch. I don't know. But you can see the bubbling, right? Bubble. Cute. But if I'd really been thinking about it, which I might go back and I might make another set of these. The thing is I'm gonna have to make so many granny squares, right? So many granny squares that I'm not that worried about it at this point. But if I went back, and probably if I go back, I'll use a smaller hook so there's not quite as many big gaps in it, because then the bubbles are more noticeable. Might go back in with a smaller. The person I was watching was using like a 3mm, and this is a 4.5. I've been using a 6mm hook because I like the color. I picked the gold hook because I liked it, and I was like, I haven't used this one yet, and then I just have been, yeah. I know how to crochet, I know how to knit, I understand the concepts, but sometimes my motivations on how I pick things is not professional by any means. So anyway, probably will make another set of these because I'm going to have to make so many granny squares, and maybe do like the bubbles one color and then the others the other color, because I'm only using 2 colors for these different types of granny squares. So I think I'll do that. In fact, I might do that tonight just because this pattern is fresh in my brain. It's all up there, you know? This was super duper fun, but if you are not super even with your tension, it doesn't work. So I had to take it out a few times, and they're still like a little wonky because of my tension. That's the problem with bubble stitches, because it's not actually like stitches, you're just like looping the yarn, and you have to make sure that you're evenly looping the yarn on the needle. And yeah, if your tension's wrong or you're not being even in distributing pole, it'll be off. So, fun. Probably will make another set of these. And then I made these. I don't like these. But it's okay. I don't feel like look, they look wonky. I followed a pattern, but they don't look square. Neither one of them came out looking square. It'll be fine because I'll block them and it'll buff, but I just don't love these. So I probably won't make, I thought maybe I could make like different versions of this. I probably will find a different tutorial, to be honest, because these are called like full granny squares or blocked granny squares or something. I don't remember. Again, tutorial. But like there's gapping because of how you do increases. And it's inconsistent and I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's fine. Again, it's fine. So those are the 4. I've made 4 since I last discussed with y'all my granny square progress. And honestly, the only reason why I've been focusing on that is because it's easy and I don't have to think that hard. And yeah, so. But then I was like, girl, you have yarn that is just sitting that you need to use. You need to nibble it up. So I was making a washcloth. This one, to be precise, this is a book that I got from Michael's. It's a washcloth knitting book. It was like $12. I got it for fun for my birthday last year. It's gonna be my birthday again like in 3 months. No, 5 months. I can't do math. Anyway, I was doing that one. I got about halfway through, and then when I went to pick it up today to finish it, I realized that somewhere along the way I did something wrong, and so the basket weaving was no longer weaving anymore. It was just kind of random. And I realized that like I'd have to take half of it out to redo it, and then I'd have to try to figure out where I was in the pattern when I took it out to where I was doing it right and correct it, and it would have been faster for me to just remake it. So I picked this one because I haven't made that one yet, and it's even easier than the basket weaving one. So that's what I've been working on. Do you see? And it's so pretty. This is like the watercolor cotton from Hobby Lobby. I love the I Love This yarn brand, honestly. If that had been Joann's yarn brand, I would have died because it is my go-to. But I mean, Big Twist is fine, but it wasn't my go-to for acrylic yarn. So this is I Love This yarn. This is I Love This cotton. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So now I'm working on this. My daylight is like disappearing, so I figured I probably should film before it's completely gone. You know, be responsible and stuff. Other than that, don't really have a lot of plans. So guess what was on clearance at Walmart today? The Flower Power yarn. So I got this blue one. I think they have another brand, well, another color scheme that's just blue, but this is specifically the one with the yellow center, which then I got the pink one, which this one kind of reminds me of like hibiscus flowers. I don't know why. And then the creamsicle one. And all of these were $5. I don't know if your Walmart has them on sale for $5, but mine had them on $5 clearance sale. They had other colors, but these were the ones that I was like, no, this brings me joy. So I picked one of each. See, aren't the colors just so pretty? They're very summery. My mother-in-law brought me stuff. And this is from Dollar Tree. She brought me a ton of little amigurumi kits from Dollar Tree. I expect that these things are going to be just absolutely tiny, but how cute are they? So yeah, she brought me a ton of these. They're super duper cute. And she said maybe I could make them for my nieces, and I think that's a great idea, honestly. I think the only one I might not make for my nieces is this one. I might make it and leave off the little face and give it to my sister. The nice thing about pre-recording things is if I make a present for someone, I'm recording this so far in the future from when I'm posting it that I'll never spoil like a surprise, ever. Thanks me for thinking about that. Anyway, that's basically all I have. Here's a Dathia update. Here's how she is. She's sleepy right now, so she's being good. I realized today how big she's getting. Yo, she's getting so big. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Your breath stinks. She's losing her teeth right now. And if you're a dog owner who's had puppies, you know they smell like death while they're losing teeth. But look how long she is. Oh, yes. Yes. She just had a bath today, too. She's so good. As long as the water's warm, she's happy. My other dog, Tara, not as happy. Yeah, but you are so good. As long as the water's warm, you sit there, you let me bathe you, you're so good. She's also too big to completely fit in my lap anymore, so I have to stretch my hands out to hold her head. It's so sad. You're too big. You're too big, baby girl. Who gave you permission? Anyway, those are all the updates I have for you right now. I will probably update you again. Look, she's just so long. I'll probably update you again later, but for now, that's all I'm doing.